Hi, I'm Kelly.
And hi, I'm Geoff.
And this is Blueprints for Belonging, where we're exploring how to build conscious connection in a disconnected world.
Because belonging doesn't happen by accident, it
Nope.
happens by design.
Hey, Geoff.
Hey, Kelly.
The holidays are coming.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually not excited this year about it, but that's just my own thing.
Yeah, well, welcome everybody to our Blueprints for Belonging. And guess what we're going to be talking about today?
Holiday bullshit!
All those things that happen over the holidays is not just about presents, but it is about presence.
Yeah,
You know, with an E and C-E, right.
Yeah, no.
So we have all these feelings that start to come up, the joy, nostalgia,
Excitement, yeah.
and yes,
And stress. The dreaded family stress that comes up at every Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Or Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So these old patterns, they kind of rise up like ghosts. They're there. They're at the dinner table. So this podcast is about not just surviving the holidays, but
it's about staying connected through the holidays.
Through the holidays, right?
Yeah, so how to manage
The holidays,
right, in your presence.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that are happening around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they have an influence on us. And sometimes that influence brings that energy into the room.
Mm-hmm.
And, we can't control what Uncle Joe says or Aunt Mary says. We just have to kind of be here and be present with them.
Mm-hmm.
Be okay with wherever they are in their own growth and development. And so.
Right. Recognizing that and being okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 5 principles that we're going to walk through, which we have talked about this in one way or another over the past 19 episodes.
Mm-hmm. So this is our 20th episode?
Yes, this is our 20th episode. Yeah, and it's the final episode of the season.
Woo-hoo!
We're going to take a few months off and we'll be back next year.
Mm-hmm.
So the first principle, so they're called blueprint principles. How do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Blueprint principle number 1, intention shapes connection. Mm-hmm. Don't you know it?
Mm-hmm.
Kelly, why don't you tell us something about that?
Well, it begins with our intention.
Mm-hmm.
So before we enter a conversation, kind of be aware of your intention before you speak. So before you head into that family dinner, kind of take a pause and ask yourself, what is it that I want to give and receive in this moment with my friends or family during this time that I'm here? So kind of being conscious to how to be with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
intention.
Because if you're looking for a fight,
you'll find
it. Yep.
Oh.
So what were you going to say?
No, I was going to tell you about my time at the dog park with the fight.
Oh,
the
right.
Guy.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah,
we got time for that story.
Okay.
Let's do it.
He was, we're at the dog park and this guy comes over and he looks like he was putting his hand in the fence, but I couldn't really see that well because there was a dog in the way. But he was letting his hand over maybe, but he said the dog bit him. Mm-hmm. And then he was yelling at the dog owner that your dog bit me and we need to call the police to have your dog put down. And the guy's like, no, you're not going to do that. You shouldn't be putting your hand into the fence area.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I got called because I went over and said, it sounds like you're really angry and you really want safety and you'd really like to have people be aware that if your dog bites someone that there's some actions to be taken. Turns out he didn't get bit because he shared with another woman that he did not get bit. But I got called a woke person.
Yep. A woke bitch, I
Yes.
think it was, you know.
I'm grateful for that. It was really nice, and I told him thank you.
Which I'm
So,
sure just
made him more angry.
Encouraged
Right.
him, yeah.
So anyway, so just trying to be, I mean, even when you're giving some listening or some empathy to people, there are going to be people that
Don't want to hear
that
it.
don't want to hear it. So be okay with it. Be okay with whatever shows up. So
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
something to prepare yourself for.
well, that again is the intention of how do you want to use this time with your family.
Right. And, you know, like blueprints, they start with a purpose.
Right.
Family gatherings are exactly the same. Mm-hmm. You know, so go in with a purpose. Go in to purposely maintain peace, if that's what you want. Or go in with a purpose of starting a fight, if that's actually what you want, but we don't think that is what you want, because you
No.
wouldn't be here
But
if it
creating
was.
new family traditions, that would be one.
Oh, yeah,
Having some fun.
Right. Well, and I mean, we both understand how trying these times can be. So don't take on anything that's overwhelming for you.
Right.
So to start a new tradition can be overwhelming to some people. So
Right.
if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't.
Right.
Just
Be aware. Be aware of other people's perspectives. They're okay with their perspective. There's not a right or wrong or good or bad. It's just where they are. If you have a word for that day, it would be patience. And maybe listening. That would be another one. Just try to be patient and listen, because your intention isn't about control. It's about clarity. So being connected with clarity at that time. So
Right. And we have a little practice that goes with this one. So take 3 grounding breaths before arriving at your location. Imagine bringing your lantern of perspective to light up what's possible, not what's wrong. And choose one word for the day. Patience, play, gratitude, listening, presence, you know, take your pick. And then you can focus on that word and that action for the day. Yeah. Because we all need patience and gratitude and listening and usually a little play when it comes to our families.
And you have to give it to yourself first. Just like I can't give you $1 million because I don't have $1 million to give you.
Right.
So I can't give something away I first don't possess. So have that patience for yourself. Have that listening for yourself. Have that play for yourself.
And then you can give it to
away.
others.
Right.
It's just like love. If you don't love yourself, how can you love another?
Right.
You know, you can't.
Right.
You don't know how to. Yep. Okay. Principle number 2?
Principle number 2.
All right.
Listening is, or as a gift.
Yes. Listening is very much a gift. Because,
I think it's one of the best gifts we can give is listening.
yeah, well,
What do you think is hard about listening?
attention span.
It's taking too much time.
Well, I think a lot of people, and so the thing is, this has never been the problem for me. I've always been a great listener since I was a baby. I just, it's a gift from, it's my gift from the cosmos. But I think people can't help but think about something else. Something else that their mind is actually on while they're having that conversation. If they're losing interest in it, they might be thinking about the football game that's coming up, or they might be thinking about what they want to say next. You know, that's a big one. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to say this.
Or
they're thinking about it,
sometimes,
and then they come out with it immediately, but they hadn't really taken in what the other person was saying.
right. And sometimes they want to fix it for the other person. If the other person is
Right.
sharing something, well, let me tell you how to fix it. This is how you go and do it, and this is what
Right.
you need to get done. That's not listening.
No, that's
Fixing.
trying to fix somebody.
Right.
Yep, it's offering advice. And
Right. And more times than any, people are going to probably shut down.
if you try to offer
Or
them
if you
advice.
try to offer them advice.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, people don't want to hear it.
Right.
And the truth is, the beautiful thing about listening is that one of the main needs that people don't get on a regular basis is being seen and heard. So, actively listening to someone gives them the gift of being heard.
And mattering.
And yeah, because mattering comes into play with being seen and heard, right? If you feel invisible,
Right.
it's a very lonely place to be. But being heard it transforms people, really. If they've never felt heard before and they felt heard when you're listening to them, they're going to be so grateful for your presence. So just trust that it'll happen.
Can I tell you another story?
Yeah, I love stories.
So one time I was getting off the freeway at my exit, and I live in the museum district, and was coming off the exit there at, I guess that's...
Southmore?
No, it's right over here on, I guess it's Main Street. Main Street,
okay.
yeah, Main Street exit. And there was a gentleman that was standing there, and I could kind of hear them having this discussion. He was a homeless person. He was standing there, and he was sharing with another person that was there. It was a female, and he was saying, I can't let you have my bike, because if you take my bike, I won't get it back. You'll sell it, and I won't have a way to get around. And he was just like, he said something else, and I said, so what I hear you saying is you'd really like to keep your bike, and you don't really want anybody to take your bike because you need that bike to get around. And he spun and turned around, and he said, finally, somebody heard me.
Wow.
And so he and I have been friends now. I see him all the time. I know who he is. His name is Hawaii, and he's been there around that corner. And so I give him clothes, I give him all kinds of stuff, give him food. But he and I have been friends. So
Ever since
I heard him, right. He knows who I am, right.
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 Well, that's
Just
a beautiful
that
example.
little bitty, moment that, you're just acknowledging someone's presence, acknowledging who they are and what they need. And validating their reality of what they need. So, if anything, try to, that's the best gift you can give during this season.
Right. It's an awesome gift.
So, blueprint principle number 3.
Well.
Oh, sorry.
No, let's talk about the practice.
Okay,
for this.
that's right. That's right. I forgot about it.
So, there's a little practice
Okay.
we can do for this one,
Okay.
for the listening. So, listen for feelings and needs underneath the words. That does take practice. But practice it. Have fun with it.
If you need to, you can find a needs wheel. Just type needs wheel into any Google search.
Google search it, yeah.
And that'll help you find a needs wheel, and it's really helpful. Kind of if you have, your emotions are coming up, you can kind of, if I have a feeling of sadness, kind of see what the need might be for sadness. I might be sad because I'm missing belonging to someone, or being with someone, or having connection with someone. Or if I'm angry at, like that guy at the park, he wanted to be validated for his reality of what was happening for him. And we weren't just agreeing with him, so that was really difficult for him. So sometimes that happens.
It does, unfortunately. So the next step is use empathy phrases. It sounds like you're really wanting blank. Or are you needing some understanding? That's a great question.
Or I'm curious, does this work for you?
Right. Or I'm curious. Can you tell me more about that?
Right.
Yeah.
That's another one. Yep.
And remember, validation is not agreement. It's acknowledgement. And that is a big difference. So we actually have a reflection prompt, but I don't know if we want to list these now or...
Let's just go ahead and share it.
Okay. What if I listen to understand instead of correct?
So we have this mantra, connection over correction and cherish over change. And so we want to be able to listen to that other person. That's the connection versus correcting somebody. And a lot of times when we're correcting somebody, we want them to hurry up and change. So the part of this mantra is to cherish where you have what you have at this moment with that person, where you are, what's going on, because it doesn't take...
Don't expect them to change.
Right. Only person that can change is you. So.
Well, the only person you have control over
it to change right.
is you.
Right.
All right. So now we're on to principle number 3.
Oh, and that's the gratitude part.
Yeah, I love gratitude.
And I am grateful for you, Geoff.
Aw, thank you, Kelly. I'm grateful for you, too.
We were just talking earlier about, how many people would start a podcast with somebody else.
Right. I can only think of one person.
And I'm really grateful that he decided that, yes, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And so we did it. And here we are. So gratitude is one of those fastest ways to turn to a connection with others. When we focus on what's working versus sharing or rehearsing what's going wrong, we tend to be more connected with the other people. So cherishing others means kind of seeing who they are, not what we wish them to be. So.
Right. Well, it's like appreciating that Uncle Joe brings the same casserole and the same story every year. It's part of the family rhythm.
Yeah.
Look at things with humor.
Right.
And gratitude, of course.
Right. So staying in a place of gratitude, kind of shifting that thinking to being in a place of gratitude, looking for things to be grateful for in these moments that you are home with your family. Because sometimes our families are no longer present with us any longer. So we want to be grateful for those times that we have with our families and cherish those times that we've had with them.
Right. And being conscious of gratitude is a fantastic way. You just do it a few times, and you're doing it in your own head. And
have you ever done
you're grateful for this, you're grateful for that.
Have you ever done a gratitude practice?
Yes, specific gratitude.
Okay.
Yeah, I love specific gratitude.
Okay. Well, I've done different ones. Like for the month of November, I do 100 gratitudes for every day. I haven't started it, but I usually, I just realized, oh my gosh, I'm already 600
under, yeah.
I'm 600 under.
Yeah,
right.
Wow.
But just practicing those gratitudes, because it doesn't take that long to write them. I mean, you just get a journal and just start writing things. You don't have to do 100 a day, but just start writing out maybe 10 gratitudes that you have for the day. It really shifts the way we see things, the way we see things in our own world. And another thing, sometimes people don't kind of look at this as a gratitude, but kind of difficult situations, sometimes trying to see the gratitude out of that difficult situation. Do you have a gratitude out of a difficult situation that you might have had recently? Okay, just...
Yeah. I am grateful that my dear friend, lives with me so I can help her through this tough time in her life, and she can help me grow through mine.
Wonderful.
And that softens the blow of what went on 2 weeks ago when I flipped out. And actually, so since then, I've had the discussion with her about what I discovered.
Oh, wonderful.
And she was very open to the conversation. And I suggested that when one of us is overwhelmed, if we come home, we take 20 minutes in our own room before speaking to the other person. And she thought that was a good idea.
So those are some strategies that help support your relationship or friendship.
Absolutely.
And help it grow. So I like to think about it as growing. We are all growing.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, that's all we
growing
know
in
how to
awareness,
do.
right.
Right. There's no end place
right.
for this growth either.
Right.
It's a constant process.
Constant process, right.
Yeah. So specific gratitude is really, it's just specific to a person or a thing. So when you name the thing that they did or said, and it could even be to yourself, if that's the case. It met my need for blank. One or more things from the list, which is the needs list, which there are different needs wheels out there.
Pick one.
Some are more in-depth than others, but none of them are really quite complete. It just gives you an idea of lots of different needs that you don't even think about because you probably only had 2 or 3 in your mind at any given time.
Not a lot of people understand the needs at all.
Or feelings. You
right.
know, all the many feelings there are besides happy, sad,
angry,
or frustrated. So that's a very simple practice. When you did this, it met my need for this. That's
one way to share a gratitude.
That's one way to, and you can write it out, and then you can actually share it with the person who you're thanking. Yeah.
So when you said yes to doing a podcast, it met my need for collaboration and continuing to put out something that I wanted to share with the world.
Right.
So it really had a more meaning level for me.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
yeah. And thank you very much. I can see that. I think I saw that initially too. And this is what I need to be doing.
Right.
That's all I know. I don't even know how to put it into words like you did. But this is what I need to be doing with my life right now. So I thank you for being here for that and being willing to do this with me. Because I think this podcast is actually going to be very successful.
Well, good. I think so too. So gratitude kind of shifts our brain out of defensiveness and into connection. So it kind of shifts that thinking. I also like to call it abracadabra. I can't remember, is it the Hebrew word? I can't remember what it is. But it means to bring into being.
Right.
And so if you're going to abracadabra, you're bringing into being what you do want to have happen. So
not what you
don't want to have happen. Right.
Right. And yeah, there's a little story too about that one.
Go for it.
Well, I have a knack. I don't know why I do it. This is one of the things I have to unpick. When I'm talking to my dear, dear friend who lives with me, I have a tendency to speak in the negative. Like, it's not so bad today. Instead of it's a beautiful day. Because I don't think it was a beautiful day. Because it was a little warm, but it wasn't so bad that it didn't, that it was unpleasant in the car when we got in. That was what it was pertaining to. And
so that's a shifting of thinking?
Yeah. And
you're aware of it.
I am aware of it, but I haven't made the shift yet.
That's okay. Not many people are even aware of those things yet.
Right.
So this is part of the practice of becoming conscious or being aware of or creating awareness, because paying attention to things that sometimes just go unnoticed because our life is constructed around being in a hurry. And so
many other things to think about.
Correct, right. We don't have time for this.
Right.
We got to get on to getting other things done. We got to get this finished.
Right.
So one of the principles I kind of live by, if it's a thing, I don't really care about it. But if it's a person, I give it a lot of my attention.
Right. That's making me think.
Okay.
That's the silence there. Is I'm like, interesting. She's not said that to me before, but now she has, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Like, if you stole my computer, I'd be pissed off at you, but maybe you need my computer.
Well, right.
But I don't want to lose my friendship with you. I don't want to lose, and even the computer. If you stole my computer, I'd be mad, but like, what's going on?
Right. You would investigate.
I would investigate it.
Yeah.
And I would see what's going on for you. So.
Because that sure is strange that
Just-
Geoff would
just
steal my
computer.
computer. Right. But so there must be something else there.
There must be something else going on.
Yeah.
So the relationship is the most important part.
Right.
So,
yeah. Because without our relationships, we are nothing. Absolutely. So that brings us to principle number 4.
Meaningful boundaries. Boundaries aren't about shutting out people. They're about staying within ourselves while staying connected. Think about boundaries as if I have my backyard and my neighbor said he's going to move the fence 5 feet in toward my house because the boundary said he could, or he just decided that he was going to do that. That's somebody taking a power over decision to move the boundary. And I'm using that as an analogy because we don't want to use a power over strategy as a way of setting a boundary. That would sound like I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
Right. You're not a part of my life anymore.
Correct. We want to use a power with strategy. I'm sure that we can come up with an idea that helps support both of us at this time. What would you like to do? How would you like to take care of it? Creating that shared collaboration toward something that's, again,
Something that works for everybody.
Well, it's working for the relationship, not a thing.
Right. Or not a person.
Or not a person, right.
It's everybody involved.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, boundaries. They're so important.
Now, we've talked about them on earlier podcasts, and we use them as the walls and doors and all that kind of stuff. I can't remember all the things that we did.
I think the walls were boundaries, and the roof was protection.
And the doors were...
The doors were to let people in.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, because doors, it's so funny because, boundaries aren't walls, actually. And so it's important to know that. But they are doors with handles on both sides.
Right.
So they work both ways. And that's how design flows, not fortresses. So we don't live in fortresses.
So
we don't want to do that because that makes us lonely.
So setting boundaries with clarity about what your need is and getting the perspective of the other person's needs are as well. When we use defensiveness or judgment or saying you're just not available or rejecting them, in some ways that may harm or hurt the relationship further than you might have intended. So you can always say, I'd love to talk to you about that another time. Right now, I just need to enjoy this dessert.
Right. Right now is not when I want to do this, but I do want to have this conversation with you. Yeah. Right. Say what you're available for, not what you're rejecting. Because that's always going to come off as judgment. And clarity over defensiveness, absolutely. No, life with clarity. I love it. And boundaries maintain connection by preserving energy, not withdrawing it. I think that's an interesting way to say it.
Boundaries maintain energy?
Well, they maintain. Oh,
they preserve.
They maintain connection by preserving energy,
Preserving energy,
not withdrawing it.
Right.
Yeah, that is an interesting way to look at it. That your boundary is actually there, not just to protect yourself, but to protect others from mistakes.
As long as it's collaborative.
Right.
Because if I say...
They have to know that your boundary is there.
Right. So I'm just curious. I need some time away from talking about all of this kind of stuff. I wonder if you could give me 15 minutes. Would that work? That's a boundary. Or if they say no, okay, how long would you need? Do you need 20 minutes or 30 minutes? That works for me. Okay, I can do that.
Right, I can do longer. You're right, and that's negotiating the boundary.
Correct, that's negotiating it, right. Because when I just say, this is my boundary, you can't do this to me anymore, that's a judgment coming across as a boundary.
Right.
Because now I've already just shared or said you've done something to me,
Right. And
I have to try to defend myself against you because you've made a judgment about me.
Right.
It's a lot. These are complex. It's not hard. It's like if you don't have any awareness to it, then you don't know. So we try to protect ourselves. Our bodies operate off of fear. Fear is going to come on anytime, every time, because it's part of your operating system. Imagine going to bed tonight and you leave your back door wide open. What would happen?
Well, the cats would get out.
Would you be able to fall asleep?
If I didn't know the door was open,
No.
sure. Oh, okay.
If you know the door's open.
Oh, no.
Right.
I can't get to sleep if I know the door's open. No.
Right. So we want to protect ourselves. So that's a kind of a boundary, right? So you want to have a way to protect yourself. And the lock to the door is the agreement.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, awareness is the first step, which we did talk about for quite a few of our episodes. Awareness is huge. So be aware of boundaries that exist or that you would like to put into place and how you go about that.
Or restating them with kindness and clarity.
Right.
That
always kindness is free.
I know. Well, sometimes, I'm sorry, remember we talked about that. I'm not willing to do that today.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and you might hit that. They may not want to do that today, but
no, if they bring it up,
flexible.
right. But if they bring it up, then you can remind them that we had talked about it and said that this is a boundary that we had agreed on. Oh yeah, now I remember.
We're not going to talk about that on this day.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So be thinking about what you can say yes to so that your no has integrity.
That's pretty profound.
So you stay in your integrity, right?
What you can say yes to. I'll be patient. I'll be kind. I'll be loving. And I'll give my presence.
Right. And what you can say yes to can also include, I will not balk when Uncle Joe says this.
That's a not, though.
Oh, right. Yeah. Shoot. I just did that right automatically. Wow. Well, Geoff just failed.
So I'm going to be open to whatever Joe says.
Right.
I'll be open to it. Thanks, Joe, for sharing that. And anytime, sometimes if there's something you don't really care for, you can say, thank you for sharing that. That's real. I've never thought about that, or that's important to take into consideration. Thanking them for their offer or what they're sharing is very helpful. Like I shared thank you with the guy at the fence at the dog park.
Right. And normally it's very disarming, but in some cases, they're so angry, they're ready to fight, and they don't care that you said thank you.
Right.
They call you a woke bitch instead.
I'm proud of being a woke bitch. I am proud of it. Okay, so play and curiosity. This is our fifth principle. Play is a language of connection. It's just one that I love. Play is, we've talked a little bit before about play, but this is it's Stuart Brown, National Institutes for Play. And he says that, a lot of our mental illnesses are with the absence of play. So we want to find a playful spirit, a playful way to stay connected with each other. Just find something that will be fun. Laughing, jokes, those kinds of fun. Not jokes at the expense of someone else
in the room.
Right. But, but dad humor or something like that.
Right, right. Knock jokes, whatever you got.
Yeah. I have one for you.
Okay.
Michael said to me, I've been watching too much TV. And I said, well, what makes you say that? He says, because I'm having commercials in my dreams.
Right. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
He's had commercials infiltrate his dreams.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so finding ways to play and keep humor, laugh, share jokes. Punny is best, I think. Play is that language of connection. It's when we're playful, we're present with each other. And, curiosity kind of helps melt that tension faster than anything. Especially when that tension comes up unexpected. So, curious, what's going on for you?
Right. Curiosity melts tension faster than any correction ever could.
Right.
It's just the truth. And questions are very helpful. So, because curiosity is full of questions, right? And so, what if is a great question.
I love playing a what if game.
What if? Oh my God. It goes on forever, right?
It's fun.
Yeah. Questions reveal creative solutions.
What if we started a podcast together?
Look, here we are. We'd be happy, broke but happy. Yeah. So for this one, to turn conflict into curiosity, say something like this. Tell me more. What's important to you about that? Or about, about this. So invite lightness, games, music, shared stories into the environment.
We also play, a lot of our family plays games at family dinners. This would be a fun time if y'all have ways to have family games that y'all play. Something that we like to do, sometimes we play soccer in the backyard, or we play water balloon fight. We also play board games, things like that are fun.
Yep. We used to make puzzles as a family.
Mexican Train is fun. If you've not played that, it's a lot of fun. Playing dominoes. Cards.
Oh, yeah, and there's so many games.
Oh, and there's this other really good, I can't think of it right at the moment. I'll have to think of it in a second. It's, I can't think of it. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I know that's frustrating. And so
it is frustrating for me.
I'm just looking right at her, and she's just like, I can't think of it.
Oh, Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
Oh, right.
That is a fun game. It is the most fun game I've ever had. We've laughed, but you have to be careful because you might hurt or harm yourself because you have to slap the card.
Oh, right. You have to slap the hands.
Yeah, slap the hands and stuff. But Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza is a really good game for the family if you'd like to ever get one. Y'all will laugh so hard you might pee in your pants.
Right.
But it's a fun game.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
Yeah, I love peeing in my pants.
Yeah. But it is about staying present over the performance. It's not about winning. It's about playing.
Right. So choose presence over performance.
Right.
You're not on performance here. Nobody cares about that.
No. And
if they do, well, hopefully they'll like your presence better.
Right. And you can give that as a present.
Right.
Anyway, curiosity kind of is our blueprint for these new solutions. So keep designing.
Right. So that wraps up this episode. Holidays are a laboratory for compassion and belonging. Really, it's the toughest laboratory it'll ever see.
Right. You just have to do it moment by moment, conversation by conversation.
Yeah, don't go into it thinking you know how you're going to do everything, because you don't.
Right.
You don't know what's going to get thrown at you, right?
Well,
so be flexible.
Right. So in some ways, that's why we called this the Blueprints for Belonging, because we get to design that structure.
Mm-hmm.
So, your structure is not finished. It's a living design.
Right.
If there's something that needs to be moved or shared or reconstructed or adjusted, this is where you get to work on it with each other. So, Anyway, we'd love to hear from you. Kind of what helped you stay connected this season. Which of these blueprints did you try, or did you try all of them?
Right. Or did you just try one or two?
Right.
Please let us know.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment. We love that.
Right.
So connection doesn't require perfect plans.
Just a willingness to show up with the lights on.
Lit. Yep.
Yep. Well, I'm going to have fun too this holiday season.
Yeah, I'm going to try. Yep. All right. Thank y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Blueprints for Belonging. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow. Leave a 5-star rating for us and share it with a friend.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen. Your support helps us keep building conscious connection in this disconnected world.